So, I really don't know how to start this because this is about somebody who I personally never knew, never met, or sadly never got to see in concert. But this is about a man who personally, his band changed my life. Um, for those who don't know, Walt Parazaider, founding member and woodwind player of the band Chicago, well, formerly, has passed away either yesterday or today from what I would assume is 5-year battle of Alzheimer's disease. Um, Walt had not been playing with the band since at least 2016, but he had been um, in the background, um, focusing on his health and his personal life, which is perfectly fine. But I don't really get sad at celebrity deaths mostly because most celebrities don't really care about most people, but I feel when it's about a band who basically shaped your worldview of what music can do, can be heard, how it's played, any fashion. I gotta say, that does a lot for you. Because what this guy and his band brought to the table, oh my god, dude, just. This band made me so happy, dude. Like, I've seen this band 3 times in concert. Now, I never got to see Walt in person, which to me is very unfortunate. I did get to see Ray Herman, his successor, play, and he was just as fantastic and always wish him the best. But it still sucks. Yeah, I knew he had Alzheimer's and was never gonna play again and was not doing great, but and more than likely he was gonna go one day, but it still sucks. So yesterday, through his daughter, Felicia Parazaider, had announced that her father was more than likely going to be going to heaven soon with a post that read, quote, "Pray for my father, pray for my mother, pray for our family. My dad is making the journey home. It looks like 1 to 3 days of his beautiful being blessing us in his earthly plane. And then he's probably going to play some music, laugh that great big laugh, don that magnificent smile, free of pain and suffering finally in the next place. Maybe with Terry, my uncle, his folks, all his relations. Mitakuye Oyasin. This is it. The moment I feel I have been readying myself for these last 6 years, maybe my whole life. So if you love my father, do something for me. Play some music, anything, and play it loud. He loved doing that. Let's bless him up, y'all. And 6 hours after she made that post, quote, I didn't get back in time. My father, my hero, is gone. He went peacefully around 20 minutes ago. There's no more pain, no more struggle. I physically knew I wasn't going to make it back in time. And I knew that it would just be my mom and him, and how it was in the beginning. Just the two of them. And so it should have been in the end. Thank you for loving my father, even if you didn't personally know him. I know that many of you loved him. I'm in shock and disbelief, and yet not at all. This was the worst 6 years, the hardest season of my life, and I'm so grateful that my dad is not suffering anymore. I love you, Poppy, my pal. You colored our world. God bless you, you dear soul. I love you beyond thoughts and words. End quote. If I was able to say one thing to Walt, more than anything, I would have said thank you for, again, creating the band that just changed everything how I feel about music. I mean, this single band influenced my music taste and how I play myself. I mean, when I started listening to Chicago back in 2016, listening to 2564, that sealed it. After that, I started listening to them more. And a lot of their music just, I ate it up. Just everything about this band I wanted to learn more and more about. And I did. This band is probably the single band that I know the most about. Chicago has always been my favorite band ever. And I knew today was going to be hard, but it still sucks. And, it was similar to how when Ozzy died last year, I was devastated. And same with today. I was very devastated. And I thought yesterday that it was a scam post that I saw on Facebook because it was floating around in Chicago Facebook groups I'm in. But nope. It was real. Like, to give you an idea of this band, like, of how much this band means to me. I mean, I collected everything that they've made on vinyl, CD, cassettes, and even the Soul mini disc that they ever made. Not reel to reel, I haven't gotten there yet, but I will one day. I have some 8-tracks, I have t-shirts, I have coffee cups, I have documentaries, I have everything. That is how much this band means to me. And seeing them in concert for the first time is a day that I'm more than likely never going to forget. It was after Walt had left, but it was still an amazing concert. Robert Lamb and Lee Loughnane and Jimmy Pankow were there. I was at Nashville at an outdoor concert for it alongside Doobie Brothers. They were fantastic. And I was with family. I was 17 when I got to go. And my family who went with me went behind my back, found out that you could get to take your picture with the band and talk to them. So that's what they did. And I was absolutely nervous, but absolutely just excited to meet my idols, my music idols. Robert Lamb asked my name. I couldn't do it. I was way too nervous. So my family told him my name, and he said hi to me. And that was it. I thought my life was complete by that point. It's a concert I'm more than likely never going to forget. It's one of the most important, probably one of the most important days of my life, seeing this band in concert. And I got to do it again the following year when they came to see me. And this time I did it myself. I made sure I would go see them, pay for it and everything. And it was still fantastic. They were fantastic again. That's probably why everything just makes me sad. This band, I mean, they sounded like nothing I was hearing by that point when I first heard them. Like, popping on classic vinyl on Sirius XM and hearing 2564 play. Just the horns, drumming, Peter Cetera singing, and Robert Lamb's keyboards. And single-handedly the greatest guitar solo ever by the man who literally was told by another guitar god that he was a better guitar player than him. And until I die, Terry Kath will always be my favorite guitar player. No one could play guitar like him. And it's criminal that man is never got the recognition he deserved. But I'm very glad now that his playing has a cult following. But I really just wanted to make this video to give my thoughts, personal history with this band. I mean, just very sad. Been sad all day, honestly. I would give Walt a hug. He's why I still listen to this group. And sure, Lee's now the only member of the band on stage, but Walt will should know, and so should his family, know that they made one spurgy teenager so happy back in 2016, discovering basically the Beatles with horns. I just want to say thank you, Walt. Thank you, Walt Parazaider. Thank you, Terry, Peter, Robert, Lee, Jimmy, and Danny for being the band that influenced not only me, but many other people in the world. Rest in peace. And I hope you get to play in heaven with Terry.